Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good day. Um, I'm having a good day so far. Um, Getting nothing done yet. Nah, I'm still on my first cup of coffee and trying to find something to watch on TV. I think right now I'm watching Chicago Fire. Um, so that's what's rolling in the background. If that's for some reason you can see the corner of the TV again, I guess it's just the way I set the phone, whether or not you can see it. Some days uh, you can, some days you can't. It's not changed. The angle's not changed. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure how it keeps doing that, but it's all right because it's on mute, so it can't be heard in the background and anything like that. It's a dreary morning out. Looks like it's been raining. I've not been outside today. Well, of course I've not. I'm still. Well, I've got my lounge pants on. I ain't put anything else on yet. I do have a short sleeve shirt on. Um, it is an Indiana shirt. They played last night. The basketball team, that is. Supposed to get warm today. I think like 50, 57 today. So the heat's not on. It I think it's been on maybe once since since I got up at 10. So I've been up an hour and 12 minutes. So it's only been on once in that time frame. So it's not too bad. I mean, if I get cold, I'll change this. I'll change a short sleeve shirt for a long sleeve shirt if I get cold. But right now, I'm not. I'm comfortable. Like I said, I still got my first cup of coffee, and it's keeping me warm. Hang on a second, I got to adjust my shirt. I noticed it was the way I sit. I think it's the way the shirt goes. So now I'm comfortable. Um, last last Wednesday, I went to upgrade my phone. Um, so I went to after I made I got some things done here last Wednesday afternoon. I made the executive decision that I was gonna you know uh, just go up one level on my phone. I've got the um, SE 24 FE. I was going to just go up to the 25. So I went over thinking, that's what I was going to do. Well, I get there, talked to the girl that was behind the desk, and told her what I was wanting to do. And so she looked. I was eligible for the upgrade, but here's the catch. I would have to pay it off the full amount of what I owed. I thought, wait a minute. I talked to your other representative back in October. She said it was this X amount of dollars that I would have to pay. She said, yeah, that was a promotion 2 months ago, and I would have had to paid the full price. I thought, yeah, I don't have that kind of money, to do um, to do the whole thing. It doesn't matter what it was. Um, so She said, just keep watching. We may do it again, run that promotion again in a couple of months. So I said, all right. So I got up, went back to my vehicle, sat there and thought. Got the wheels rolling in the brain. So as I was leaving, I decided to go to Walmart and um, do something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and that is to buy a TV for my bedroom so I could put the Blu-ray on it. So I went over there. I found the one that I wanted. I talked to the girl that was working in that area, got some information that I was looking for about the TV and the Blu-ray player that I've got. I wanted to make sure they were compatible, because the Blu-ray I got an LG and the TV is, I'm not even sure how you pronounce it. It starts with an H, and it's. So she went and talked to her people. She said she wanted to, confer, with a couple other people in the back. So she went and talked to them, come back, talked to me, and said yes. The higher ups said yes, it should work together. I said, all right. She said, do you need a cart? At that time, I forgot to grab, when I went in, I forgot to grab a cart. I said, yeah. So she took it up on herself, took a minute. She ran and got me a shopping cart. She brought it to me, put it in there, and there's a few other things that I needed before I checked out. So I done that, brought the TV home, put the legs on it, set it up, come in here and got the Blu-ray, hooked it all up. It works fine. So now I've got a TV in my bedroom. It's not as big as this one, of course. The dresser I've got with the mirror on it, a bigger size wouldn't have fit. This one here would not. It may if I took the mirror off, but I'm not doing that, because you break it, and the old saying is, you break a mirror and it's 7 years of bad luck. I have bad luck all the time, so I don't need to break a mirror and get more on top of the bad luck I already get. So I've been watching movies and things in the bedroom when there's nothing on out here to watch. I did watch one of the movies that I did buy. I have watched it, The Woman in the Yard. I watched it the other night, and it's no good. I did not like it. I thought, when it first came out, I thought it'd be, a good one. No, it was no good. It's probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen a lot of movies, and this one, it's bad. There's no plot to it. I don't know, to me, it just absolutely made no sense. So yeah, I've got it. I've got a few others that I'm going to take and donate to the library. Probably after the first of the year, I'm going to take take them up there. Well, probably do it next week since, this is probably take it up there, probably, whatever, the 29th, I'll probably take it up there, that one and a few others that I've got that I don't, that I have and I've watched that I didn't particularly care for. I'll just give them to the library. Maybe somebody else will like them because I did not. So, yeah, it was, the woman in the yard. It's ferocious. I wouldn't recommend watching it. So with that, I'm gonna give the woman in the yard 2 thumbs down because, like I said, it's horrendous. It's always, well, at that time I didn't know, but yeah, I can say now that I wasted my money in buying that movie. I mean, if any of y'all seen it, when it first came out, I don't remember when it did come out. I don't remember what year. I think it came out just last summer and it was released this year on DVD, or it came out I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to watch it again. I'm getting rid of it. Yeah. I think of all the movies I've ever reviewed, I think that's the only one I've ever given the double thumbs down to. And that it takes a lot. I mean, for me to do the double thumbs down, it has to be bad. And trust me, this movie is bad. Bad, bad, bad. I don't know. I didn't know, I didn't know any of the, I just dinged my elbows. Sorry about that. I gotta rub my elbow. They always say, the funny bone, but there's nothing funny about when you ding your elbow. So now I gotta, man, that hurt. But anyway, yeah, I didn't know any of the cast members in that movie. Some of them couldn't even pronounce their name. So yeah, it wasn't worth watching. I'm glad I did and got it over with. But now it's going to a new place. Well, I guess today would be considered Christmas Eve because tomorrow is Christmas Eve. We finally made it. No snow on the ground. There's none in the foreseeable future. I think I looked at the weather map this morning. Well, I've got it on my watch. I got it where I can get it on my watch, and yeah, there's no snow predicted for this area for Christmas. I think Christmas morning, it's supposed to be near 70. Christmas Day in Indiana, and it's going to be almost 70 degrees. But last time, high temperatures like that, well, that's when I lived. The one and only time I lived in Florida, back in 2016 when I was down there with Brandy. We were out that day. I think I've mentioned this before, but anyway, 95 degrees at 10 a.m. on Christmas morning. Of course, that was in Florida. I think, yeah, it got hot. It got hot that day. Then it cooled off that night. Then I think it rained for 2 or 3 days, and it didn't get above 85 after that, if I remember correctly. But that was, 9 years ago when that happened. So yeah, it's crazy. I remember when I was just knee-high grasshopper when we were when I was doing being a kid and things. There was snow on the ground. I'm not sure if I've asked this before, but if I have, I apologize. But who here that watches my vlogs remembers the blizzard in January of '78? Because I do. I might have been a little bitty guy, but I do remember the blizzard of 1978. I think I might have been 8 years old, I think. Yeah, that's all right. I'd been 8 years old. So, I remember it like yesterday. I think we went 2-3 weeks without electricity, I think. The only way we heated the house, we had two wood stoves. We had a regular wood stove in my sister's bedroom, and we had a big fuel tank that Dad converted into a wood stove in the garage. That's how we heated. That's how we heated the house back then. You're probably wondering how he did it. Well, I just cut a hole in the top, cut a hole in the front, made a door. I think somebody made a grate for it. Something, I think somebody took some things and welded them together to make a grate and cut the ends all where it would fit inside, and that's how. Because we laid a stack of wood on top of that grate, and the ashes, fell down. He made it where there was enough room for when we put the grate in there and put the wood on, the ashes would fall down, and made the door high enough where you could put a smaller door on the bottom and open it up and shovel the burning coals out of there. And we had a big old bucket. We dumped it, put the ashes in, and dumped it out in the snow. We made a hole where we could get out and do that. So just open the back door and stand there and dump, the hot ashes in the snow. It was nowhere near. Never dumped the ashes anywhere near the house. It was always, where you just reach out with a bucket and dump it. But there was plenty. We had like a hole made. There, made it like a circle. Made sure there was snow and dumped the hot ashes on top of that snow and things like that. So that way it didn't go nowhere. The snow put the smoldering embers out and things. Didn't dump no water on them. That made a lot of unnecessary steam. We just let the snow do its job, because it was snowing. But yeah, so yeah, the snow we had last week, it's already gone. Like I said, there's no snow forecast for this area for Christmas. I don't know. I mean, this is, I mean, I'm talking south of Indianapolis. I don't know about northern Indiana. I don't know anything above any, if it's getting any snow or not. I just know south of Indianapolis we're not going to get any. Down here, myself, I don't care. I don't care to see snow, I guess you can say. It's easier to drive when there's no snow. It's easier to drive, well, I mean, if you did it right. Excuse me. But, you know, when, you know, I had the snow and ice last week, didn't have no problems getting out. I think got out twice, maybe. Yeah, I think got out twice when that snow and ice was on. That's when I had one of their department vehicles, and I had it in four-wheel drive. So, but the four-wheel drive on my Jeep works, but now I don't need it. Which is a good thing. I haven't, I haven't used the four-wheel drive of my Jeep. Of course, when we had the snow and ice on, like I said, it was in the shop, and I had another vehicle that I was using just to be on the safe side and things. But had no issues with it. Now, myself, I just sooner stay away for now, you know. Who knows what January is going to bring, you know. Everything could break loose, it could start snowing, you know, next week. Who knows? You know, it's typical Indiana weather. Just have to hold on and hope for the best. You know, that's all we can do now. All right, this thing is almost 24 minutes. I've got to finish this cup. Yeah, it's 11:30, so I got to get my get my second cup of coffee, because right now I'm not hungry. So I will get my second cup of coffee and get it drunk and things, and just see what rest of today holds. I don't know. We will see. So with that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Like any of the others, you know, give them a thumbs up and things, and we will see you all very soon for another vlog. Bye for now.